Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the channel. I'm the Stone Mando. I got a brand new figure review for y'all here today. And my wife actually picked this up for me. And we're going to be taking a look at the Tusken Chieftain from the Book of Boba Fett series on Disney Plus. And pretty cool figure, man. When they first piped on this, I thought, like, when I first seen it in the show, I already thought it was a cool design. Pretty badass, a lot different from your generic Tusken Raider. And I really enjoyed, for my mixed feelings about Book of Boba Fett, there's some things that I didn't like, things that I really liked, things that I loved, things that were okay, but I think it was the second episode, like called The Tribe or something like that. I mean, all throughout, it kind of shows Boba's time with the Tuskens, and I just really enjoyed that part of the series, and I also really enjoyed the design and look of the Tusken Raiders. It's a very iconic part of Star Wars, and I'm just super stoked to have this. I really dig the box art on the side of the package here, and I think this is the 6th one in the Boba Fett line. Let's see when it turns back around here, but really awesome looking figure, very dope design. Yeah, this is the 6th figure in the Boba Fett line, but yeah, just a very cool figure, man, and I really like the kind of like brownish, I don't even know what color to really call that. Kind of like almost like a washed like dark burgundy cranberry color. Then it goes to the really like lightish dark brown. Kind of fades. He's got like a lot of nice jewelry and stuff like that. So pretty cool. Got some kind of amulet there. Of course, he's got a gaffy stick or a gaffy staff. Not really too sure, but really dope looking figure, and I'm excited to get it open. So let's go ahead and crack him open. And here's the Tusken Chieftain out the box, and very badass looking figure, man. I'm really happy that my wife picked this up for me, and super stoked. Really dig the soft goods. It's pretty much the same type of fabric, soft good that's on the older Tusken Raider figures, and I believe these are the same sculpt, same exact mold for the legs, for the waist down, and the arms. But however, the sculpting and the mold for the new, I guess you want, I'll call it their robes. For the new robe and the abdomen piece is also new sculpting, new tooling. But there is some reuse here, but it's very appropriate reuse. And this gaffy staff is really badass. I really dig that. And just a very cool look, man. Like I said earlier, I really dig the look of the Tusken Raider, and just a very unique design, very iconic. When you see it, you know it's from Star Wars. You know you're watching Star Wars. And this is a sick figure, man. Also, once again, like I said earlier, really digged the whole Tusken Raider arc in Book of Boba Fett. I thought that was very interesting, and kind of explained why Boba was being a little more, you know, wanting to not rule with fear and rule out of respect. And very unusual compared to the Boba in the comics that we know. But definitely, it was cool to see some backstory and get a little more depth onto why he was a little quote unquote softer. But man, this is a cool figure. Really dig the color of the soft goods. Very nice application. I'm sure me opening it and having it set out and displayed it'll start to kind of settle and have a little more of a flow to it. I also just pulled it out. I haven't really tried to mess with it much, but just taking it out. This is pretty much right out the box. I barely even messed with the soft goods, and I gotta say it looks really cool. The face sculpt is also a different sculpt as well. Face mold, however you wanna call it, go by. But very cool figure. So I'm gonna give y'all a closer look. We'll look at the articulation, some of the closer details of the sculpt, so y'all can see how this is the same as the old Tusken Raider mold, and we'll go from there. Give y'all a closer look here. Get this focused in for y'all, and got some nice overlay, nice pendant necklace here, some cool jewelry that drapes around him, sits very well on him as well. Nice detail in the molding of the head here too. And no one has actually ever seen what an actual sand person looks like and lived to tell what they look like. Some nice sculpting here. Got some nice pouches here. A little bit of paint right here. Some kind of brass colored. And again, this is pretty much Same idea and pretty much same concept as the old Tusken Raider, or this hard plastic robe and then the soft goods robe. Give y'all a closer look at this, the gaffy staff. Set him right there for a moment. Give y'all a closer look at this. Let's see if I can get a little bit more. There we go. If y'all hear me sniffling, sorry, I just had some buffalo wings and I don't usually take heat very well, so I apologize for that. Got some nice detail in there. I like how it's kind of chipped and weathered, worn right there. Kind of got a nice look, like wood look to it. Almost like it was carved or shaved down. There's the end there. So not too much going on with the staff, but definitely a cool accessory nonetheless. Like I said, I already showed y'all some of the closer up details. Very nice right here. Really dig that. Just a very, very cool looking alien. Cool looking creature. Very dope design. The colors, this like offish burgundy color just goes so well with this brown. I don't know why I like it so much. So real quick for articulation, and I'll show y'all some of the how the sculpting is the same. I'm new in the old Tusken Raider. So we got some pretty good, about get him, he feels like he can almost get into a wide, but we got a good T position right here. And we can bend his arms. Well, I said that. Try to roll his sleeve up so y'all can see. There we go. Is that bicep swivel? No, I'm sorry, shoulder swivel. I was about to say. Now, this being the older arms, it does somewhat inhibit the elbow articulation. But with that being the sleeve, that's about as far in as you can get right there. It starts to butt into the sculpt here. So not even 90, nowhere close to 90 actually. That's about as far of a bend as you can get. Got some ab crunch here. Can't go about that far forward. Not really a whole lot of ab crunch. He's got some side, not really a whole lot of side to side either actually. Felt like he was going to give more than that at first. Getting to the legs here, we can get him to a full split. And now kick out obviously is going to be a pain, but obviously you don't want to leave it like this because it'll stress this plastic and it'll want to stay like that. But you got some, he's got a little bit of kickback. Kicks out pretty good, good split, good kickback. You can get about down that far with the feet. And go up that far. And of course there is rockers as well. Now on to the sculpting, so y'all can see that. Let me grab one of my other Tusken Raiders. Put him to the side right here for a moment. Okay. Roll this guy's sleeve up. Actually, we'll do this one. So see here, you can kind of see. Let's bring this one in. Roll this sleeve up. Y'all bear with me for a minute. It's hard to see because it's a different color. But actually, you know what? It's got some different texture into it. Is this? It's the same. Let me check the legs real quick. Yeah, legs are the same exact mold. I don't know if y'all can see that. Same exact mold. Because of that kind of textured pant at the knee, right below the knee and up, and then it's got that wrap from like the shin down. Exact same sculpt, exact same mold. So, but like I said, this is an appropriate use of reuse. So, and the arms seem to be the same too. Looking at this. Try to roll this one up if I can. I don't know why it's being such a booger. Being a pain in the ass, to be honest. These look to be the same, man. To me, they look the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the same from the arms down. If y'all know, leave a comment. But I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure that it is the same exact arms as well. I mean, if they use the same exact legs from the waist down, I would assume they would do the same thing for the arms. There's no, especially if it's going to be covered up with this row, there's no point in trying to retool and waste money on a new mold or sculpt just to have the same exact legs. Might as well do the arms because they're covered. But yeah, dope figure, man. Cool. Super happy to have this. Shout out to my wife for getting this for me. Thank you, baby doll. I appreciate it. I love you. Got them on the shelf now. Let's go. And one quick thing I almost left out. I mean, pretty much this figure, if you have the Tusken Raider, the OG Tusken Raider, you're pretty much getting the same figure for the most part. We do have thigh swivel right here. I'm a fan of the thigh swivel. And the double jointed knees. The pins never really bother me. And you can get that to below 90, but this just, obviously this hard plastic makes it kind of a pain. So, but yeah, these knees can get under 90 degrees articulation, but I don't see many people, let alone putting their Tusken Raider into a dynamic pose, but being able to just with this hard plastic. Just bear that in mind. And to start off my side-by-side comparisons here, I figured why not go ahead and throw the OG Tusken Raider next to the Chieftain. So here you go. And next to the Raider now is Throne Room Boba Fett. The Mandalorian Ahsoka Tano. Right here I got Queel next to the Chieftain. Now I got the Luke Skywalker from the Book of Boba Fett build-up pack that came with Grogu and all the extra accessories. Here's C-3PO and R2-D2 next to the Chieftain. Now next to the Tusken Chieftain I have Darth Malgus. And now here's wait. Sorry, wrong universe. Here's Han Solo next to the Tusken. And now to wrap up these side-by-sides, I have the 2020 Stormtrooper. Alright, y'all, so those are my final thoughts on this figure. Overall, I really enjoy it. Very cool look. New iconic, a new take on an iconic character. And not really much else to say about it. If you have the OG Tusken Raider, you pretty much know what to expect. Besides the slight new tooling on the abdomen and the robes and the new soft goods here. There's some differences, but the reuse they did is totally acceptable. And when they can reuse stuff, it just helps them get as much money as they can out of each mold and sculpt as they can. So if they need to do that, and if they can figure out reuse like this and make it work, totally cool with it. But like reuse as in like, you know, what is it? I think the Rebels version of Ahsoka has, I think it has Holdo's legs or Asin's legs or something like that. Not totally sure, but those heels and those legs just, you know, not very good legs. So in that aspect of reuse, not done very well. This aspect, knocked 100%. Very well done, appropriate reuse of a mold and a sculpt. So I hope you enjoyed my review. Leave me a like and subscribe if you did. I'd really appreciate it. I do a lot of other Star Wars and action figures and stuff like that. Mostly Black Series, but I have been getting into more figures here lately. Been opening up a lot of stuff and just having a good time, man. And I really appreciate everybody that's liking and commenting. I love interacting with y'all and talking about freaking Star Wars, man. Talking about action figures. So hope you're having a good day or night whenever you're watching this. I do appreciate it once again. And may the Force be with you. And check it out. Got all the Raiders together. Looking dope. Yeah, buddy. Very cool.